Watch the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here in London. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's Edwards again on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
I actually love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense. Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start. Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Being chased out left. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 39, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Back to throw here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll begin by running the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll go option to the short side. Past the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson going to run, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, Henry. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Henry running right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On target over the middle to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson going to run again. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try the right side with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the Ravens taking the field.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Not just a cover guy, Roger McCreary getting back behind the line of scrimmage on that play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, they go to Edwards.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They've got
good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Tannehill. Caught left side, Hopkins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. 2nd and 4. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now it's Tannehill. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they too have had a lot of success running the football, as both of these teams have really used their offensive lines to great advantage.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Henry up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 178 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Shaking his head after that one. They had the play call they wanted.
I'm shaking my head as well. Tight end in this spot, that's a primary chance for him to catch the ball and make a big play, and he didn't get it done.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Draw play. This is Henry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second and very short, Tannehill toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
For the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Edwards. And the defense closes quickly there. And they get maybe a yard to the 33. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And this one too low.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 211 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They said he thought he had an open hole beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Henry running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start with the option, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Play a little aggressive, baby.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't. And at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything. But you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson running again. And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On third down, here's Edwards. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This from 36 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And now how about this return? Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tannehill on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Tannehill. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, Tannehill. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows. and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Tannehill, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give to Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about 1 yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 12. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tannehill to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll try the right side with Henry. A loss of 1 yard, and it brings up 4th.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.